everyone, Drax Fantastic here. Today we're going to play a game called Chocolate Factory Simulator. I've played a couple of candy, chocolate type games, simulation games, factory games. I'm a sucker for a simulation game, especially one that involves chocolate. So I was excited to try this game. It is a straightforward simulation game. I might argue that it's a little too realistic on the simulation front. The art style is steampunk and I love it. The controls in the game take a little getting used to, you'll see. I know that it's steampunk and I know that there's going to be turns and knobs, but I just feel like for someone, there's a lot of clicking. For someone who might have some wrist or hand issues, it may not be high on your list because it's just, even someone like me who doesn't have those problems was like, you'll see. I think my only other comment before we get started is that the game pacing just feels incredibly slow. And that could just be a Drax thing. I have about 5 hours in the game right now. I'm not very far and I have been speed cooking chocolate, but I want to show you just the start of the game and the base mechanics of how the game works. So let's get started. Hi, it's Drax. This is the part at the beginning of the video that everyone skips. For those of you that didn't jump forward, enjoy watching and listening. Might you consider supporting me further by visiting my Ko-fi or clicking on the join button on this video? All right, that's it. Back to the video. Okay, so we'll say new game. Okay, here at the start, we can see there's a couple of options. We can set the factory name, we can set the factory logo, we can do funds multiplier, and we can also do reputation multiplier. The funds, you can crank all the way up to 10. This reputation one, I can't believe this one can't go higher. Getting reputation, especially at the start of the game, is rough. And I think that's part of what's like slowing down the early game part. I think this multiplier could be increased, like 5 and 10-fold probably. Let's pick a logo. How about a saxophone? This is quite an impressive bunch of different pieces of art here. I already know what I'm going to pick because of course we are, and it's the D for Drax. You can hit the random factory name and there's some really funny ones in here, although they do repeat, which is Mecha Mints. Bear Paw Sweets, we've got a winner. Start the game. Welcome to your chocolate manufacturer. You've got a little robot friend who can help you here. We're going to create delicious confections. There's the word whimsical, so you know it's a great game. We've got quest tracking in the top left corner there. We're going to pick up the communications module. We're going to remove a cover, install the communications. All right, let's just do it. Pick up. Remove. Ooh. I like how the signs are dripping chocolate. We're going to install this in here. And then you can see it's installed. And then we're going to turn off the maintenance module. Steam Confectioner, you have given me the ability to finally communicate with you. That doesn't seem like a blessing. For now, I can only offer advice. So he's stuck on here. We're going to put some wheels on him. And this is basically, this is the Oompa Loompa. They replaced the Oompa Loompas with robots. He's going to be able to like interact with machines and help you repair things. Maybe even cook chocolate. No spoilers. This is another one of these games where there's like stuff that you need to remove. I'm surprised though, in this one, there isn't any cleaning, which thank you, game developer. A lot of these games, like at the start, they're like, well, you need to clean up everything. And I'm like, I don't want it. This game shouldn't start with me mopping. All right, remove. Ooh, you discovered the production hall. And then this room, as you can see, very cool art design. If we walk out these doors, I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at the little balloons up there. Some stuff hidden underneath. I'm not closing the door. All right. Next, we're going to pick up the Chocolatier's book. This is basically your recipe book. All the information about the game is here. This is done very well. The first time I saw this, I was like, but the more I play the game and the more I use the book, it's excellent. On the main page, you can see how much money you have, your current star rating, the name, of course, and where you are placed in the regional rankings. Warehouse, this is what you have on hand. Orders, when we take an order, this is where we'll come for reference. There's a shop, of course there is, and you can see down here it's broken into ingredients, tools, and decorations, and you can view all. I wish there was a search. There's not a lot, but it would just make it easier. Events, you're going to see on the top right part of the screen an events dialog that's going to come up. It's going to be like event, new event, new event. They're happening all the time. You can come here to check them. As far as I can tell, they have to do with pricing of goods and events that are happening. I paid zero attention and it didn't seem to change my life. Recipes, this is the most important part of the book, of course. Here you'll see all the different chocolate recipes, and we'll cover this a little bit further when we make our first chocolate bar. Progress tree, you can see here, these are the different levels of progress and the different machines that will unlock. Statistics, tells you how many you've made and how many orders you've done. And then the encyclopedia unlocks as you unlock things. And this has been somewhat helpful. Tab to close and tab to open. Your book is very important. Drax already covered that. The phone is ringing. We'll come over here and we'll answer. Look at how cool the phone is. It's great. You can also stop it ringing. You can also stop the phone from ringing by pressing Q. And I'm going to tell you right now, a little later in the game, you're going to press Q. Hi, guy. Hi, I'd like some chocolate for my journey. This is our first order, and you can see what it is. Easy. It's going to be dark chocolate, tempered, crystallized, a chocolate bar product type. Basic quality is what they need. Total weight 100 grams. Quantity 1, and then we're going to get 40 reputation, 121 bucks, and if we fail, we're going to get hit. And the failing part, especially in the early game, just save a lot so that you can't fail, because this will set you back so far. We can reject it, accept it, or go back. We're going to say accept. Great! And now you can see it's telling us, go here. Spectacular news! In the top left, our tasks have been updated. We can see here, pick up a bag of cocoa, pick up a jar of cocoa butter, pick up a bag of sugar. All right, and so we're going to do this. We'll pick this bag up. Pouring while holding the ingredients to interact. I'll show you that in a second. And it wants us to pick up this one next. You can see in the toolbar here, I just moved over one. And we'll pick up this. I'm going to... And we see, if you scroll down here at the bottom, it tells you what you're highlighted on. Bag of cocoa powder, can of cocoa butter, bag of sugar. I'm going to pick up this milk too, just to have it. Add cocoa powder to the pot. So if you look here on this wall, it's telling us what we're doing. We're making dark chocolate. We can, in the first version, it's going to show us what we need to do here on the left. But we can also come in here and say, recipes, dark chocolate, calculate, and we can say pin the recipe. So we can also have the information on the screen, which it is good and it makes sense. And I'll explain these temperatures here in a minute, but it could be a little less, I don't know, I think it could be presented a little bit better. You get used to looking at it and understanding it. All right, so now we're going to put the ingredients into the pot. And we're going to start with the cocoa powder. So you can see my little arrows there. And then we're going to tilt. And we're going to start. And the more we tilt the bag, the faster it goes in. We need 45 grams. And it needs to be, you can be a little over by 1, but you need to be as close to on as you can. Now we need to do cocoa butter. We need 45 grams. Nice, Drax. And then we need sugar, 20 grams. No wonder. No wonder chocolate's so good. Perfect. Fantastic. Now it's time to turn on your machinery and feed the furnace. All right. We'll leave that there. Pick up the bags of coal. We're going to come over here. I'm going to grab these. Yes, there's coal in this game. The machines need power. We're going to go over here, and you can run by pressing shift. Hey, you discovered a boiler room. Well, unclick this. Here's the boiler. And you can see this little thing tells you how much fuel's in here. And I'm going to tell you, this is one of the best parts of the game, because when you're over here, you can see, well, the meter thing is blocking. I'll show you that in a second. We're gonna toss this bags of coal in here. 1, and you can see it's going up. 2, and then 3. Almost fully filled. We're gonna close the door, and we're gonna pull the choke to get it rolling. And it's going. Yeah, I like this because you can see how much fuel's in it. Sure, it's like, it's fired, you know that it's on, but at a glance you can say, hey, I need to buy more coal or whatever. That's one of the best parts of the game in my mind. Hi, uncover. Ooh, you've discovered the heater. Look at how cool this is. I need this in my house. All right, place the pot on the stove. Easy. Heating and mixing, just keep mixing. Chocolate can be very sensitive. It starts to burn at 35 degrees, so make sure to heat it up slowly and very gently. I have tinkered with this. I've definitely burned a lot of chocolate. I am not perfect, but I believe that I've gotten a lot better. Turn on the heater. So we're going to turn the valve, and I'm moving the mouse to bring the valve up while holding the button. It's not the best. I'm going to bring it up to like 65. Create 100 grams of liquid chocolate by heating the ingredients. I'm going to pick up this spatula right here. And if we hover on it, you can see that the temperature is going up there on the right. And then there's 2 temperatures if you look at the card in the bottom left. There's the crystallized temperature, which is 29°C, and the tempered temperature, which is 42. So we need to get it over 42°C for it to temper. And then we're going to let it cool, and it's going to explain this to us. And then we're going to let it cool to 29 or below, and then we're going to heat it back up again to finish. So, and this process is too long for a game, for this gamer. And you're going to do this a lot before you can start to automate. I just think this for me is part of the problem of the balance of the game. I enjoy this. It's fun. Okay, now we're in the transformation process, and we can see it's going to transform. We're going to give it a little bit of stir, and then we're going to... Tempering the chocolate is the process for stabilizing the chocolate, making it smooth and glossy and not as meltable when touched. All right, so now we're going to hit this. We're going to turn off the heat, right? And we're going to let it cool to 27 degrees. We don't even need to let it cool to 27 degrees. If we look here, see it's saying between 29 and 27. So as long as you let it cool like right under 29 and then heat it back up, you'll be fine. This was the hardest part for me to understand. So, and I'm not kidding right now, this is the game. You wait. So there's nothing else you can do because you really need to pay attention to this. You could run around. Like, I think in the later part of the game, you'll have multiple things going. And so you'll be doing multiple things. But right now in the early game, we're literally watching this cool to below 29. And for patient people, this probably isn't a problem. For me, I think they should speed this up in the beginning as more of a hook to get me in. But Drax, this is how you make chocolate, and I get it. I wish it was a little bit faster. That's all. Especially just to get me into the bigger part of the game. I feel like I did spend just around 3 hours just doing this process over and over and over again. I've spent more time looking at this pot than I want to admit to people. And maybe that just means this game's not for me, or maybe I just need to let this game cook a little bit longer, huh? You like it? To see if I can get into it. But the early part of the game for me right now is just, it's too slow. But there's nothing wrong with the process. Like, it really is just making chocolate. Like, this is the game, Drax. All right, now you can see that it's tempered, and if you look on the card there, it says tempered, so we're done. We can turn this off. And I'll show you again. You can see it says dark chocolate tempered, which is perfect. And now we're going to pick it up. This is the press cover. Oh, look at this machine. The machines are so cool. Press form selection, we're going to say load rectangular. Now we're going to open this. Boo, boo, boo. And this one's kind of wonky. So now we're going to pour this into the mold, and we need to pour We need to pour 100 grams in here. So we gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, Drax. 65. 80. Listen to that sound. 96, 97, 98, 99. 1. Hey, we did it. Nobody likes living in dirt. Use the garbage chute to get rid of the empty packaging and the context for the dishes. Right. Throw away the leftovers from the pot. Here's the garbage chute. So, I mean, why don't we eat this? I could be the garbage chute. We'll just pour this in. All right. Close the press. I'm using my mouse wheel. And then we're going to turn it on. And then if we look at it, you'll see on the left over there, do you see the little flag raising up? That shows you the progress. It took me a long time to see that. And then it always comes up with that red thing telling you to stop. And then we can lift this up. Yep. And we can remove the chocolate bar. Look at it, it's a chocolate bar! Remove the cover from the packaging machine. Alright, look at what, wait till you see this. Look at that! We'll place this here. Then we're going to turn this lever. Oh, we need to select a pattern. We need to select a pattern, Drax. Sorry. Rectangle box. Now we'll do this. So, different boxes, different shapes of chocolate. There it is, look! A bar of dark chocolate. Now we're going to ship it. And we'll remove this. Open the door. Place the chocolate. Close the door. Press the button. I love how this one's a button. Why can't more things be buttons in this game? That, like, one-click buttons would be nice. I think that there needs to be a little bit of that. If you go, if we just go in here to settings and we look, we can change some stuff. We can change the sensitivity and stuff, but like, I just think there needs to be some options for like less clicky. A little less clicky for people that have that challenge, right? Here comes the airship. Look at how cool it is! And then it's gonna pick it up. I think this is cool the first couple times, but you will not watch it. You'll just throw that in there and go about your business. All right, there we are. And we did perfect. Dark chocolate, tempered, yes. Chocolate bar, refined, 100 grams. And what they wanted was, so we exceeded what they wanted, right? Because we did a really good job. So we went over the quality, which means we got 110%. So we can hit resume. And then at the top it says, your reputation's increased by 44. Your current reputation is 74. And we made a little bit of money. Ah, the first satisfied customer. All right, pick up the wrench. Here's the cleaning part of the game. Are you ready? All of the machines can break down. It's kind of a fun mechanic, and I'm hoping that the robot over time will take over. This is another like, so you'll put this on here, and then you can just move your mouse back and forth. You don't have to go like all the way around, which is nice. And then you click again. Yeah, so like you could like move your mouse all the way around, but what I realized is that you can just go like, just little tiny movements. Boom, boom. There's another one right here. Good. That one was really broken. And then there's another one right here. And and it's not, it doesn't go down as much as you would think. There's a phone order. I also wanted to tell you this. I didn't realize that these ones also had bolts, and my furnace broke, and there's a number of them, so you can see, and they're not necessarily easy to see either, but they're there. All right, so should we go and answer this phone? Should we do one more? Hi. All right, they want milk chocolate, basic. We'll say accept. There's a mortar and pestle here. We're gonna pick it up. Next. Gonna add some chocolate. So we're gonna place it under the almond dispenser. So there's these dispensers here dispense strawberries, pistachios, cinnamon, coffee, banana. I mean, these would be dispensing things right directly into my mouth. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. Fresh strawberries, look at them in there. Okay, so we're gonna put this under almond. And then we need to put 20 grams in. And this one's a little bit more sensitive. I wish you could just like tell it put 20 grams in, right? All right, we did it. We'll pick this back up. We're gonna grind the almonds into a fine powder. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Yeah. It is, I'm moving the mouse around to do this. And it's not, like, I guess the faster you move the mouse, the faster it goes. All right, so now they're coarse and they need to be fine. So that was round 1. We go again. Like, I'm guessing there's going to be a machine you unlock that's going to do this for you, but like, painful. All right, now they're medium. Yep, not kidding. Keep going, Drax. Here, I'm going big circles now. Big circles. Hey, all right, now they're fine. Add cocoa powder to the pot. Add cocoa butter. Add powdered milk. Add sugar. Add the almonds. All right, so we'll put the pot back here now. And then we'll just go down the list. All right, so we need to put cocoa 22. I wish that when the dialogue came up here on the right, it told you, where it says cocoa powder, it did like a slash and said, you need 22 for this recipe. I mean, I know that would be a little bit cheater mode, but like, that would be helpful. Right? And then here we're going to do cocoa butter. And we need 22 of this. I love the chunks of cocoa butter. Perfect. And then we need sugar. We need 18. Not too fast, Drax. And then milk, we need 18 as well. Oh gosh, Drax. Perfect. And then we're going to add the almonds. We'll pick this up. And then we'll pour them in. Perfect. We're going to set this back down. Make milk chocolate in a pot. Now we do what we did before. Get this fired up, huh? And I think the other thing that's important on this, I think the other thing that's important here is that you can see where it says matching recipe found. Yes, that's how you know you have all the right ingredients to make whatever you're making. It may be the wrong thing, but it will make something. I've done that a couple times where I thought I was making milk chocolate, but I was actually making dark chocolate. So make sure you've got the right recipe pinned and that you're making the right thing. And that says yes. I've also had that said no and been like, what am I doing wrong? You can also see I've got the total weight calculated to 100 grams. Ooh. Sir, transformation process. I've been trying like to shut the heat off as the transformation process starts. I need to do that a little sooner, I think, so that the cooling process happens a lot faster. Eureka! The gears and pistons creations have aligned perfectly. Pour the liquid from the pot into the press and form. Complete the order. Remember to crystallize in temperature. Yeah, we're going to crystallize it. So now we got to let it sit and cool to below 29. And if we look here, we can see between 27 and 29. Okay, it's tempered. We're going to pick it up. We're going to go back over here. Do the same process. We're going to pour in 100 grams. Get it all in there. Every last drop. All right, and then we're going to close this. And run this again. And we'll watch the little flag rise as it makes a chocolate bar for us. The forming machine. It's forming the chocolate. All right, it's complete. We'll turn it off. And we'll open it up. There it is. We'll grab it and then come over here. And drop it. And package it. I love all the little animations. Grab it. And we'll fulfill the order. And a button press. What? Seems so impractical. Why not just have the blimp come right here and pick it up? This is more fun, Drax. Nice. Yes. Perfect. Excellent. Another satisfied customer. Now, the gameplay loop continues. We need to reach reputation level 1. If we go here to the book and we hit main page, you can see we're really close. We've got about another 100 points to go, which is probably about 3 more orders. We're going to come in here and tell that to stop ringing. I want to show you a couple more things. If we uncover here, there's a decorating table. So basically, once you get the box, this is where you can decorate the chocolate before it goes into the box. You can put various decorations on it. It's really quite cool. Here we've got packaging design. So you can come in and design a bunch of different packaging. See how it changes depending on shape. You can also change color. You can add a bunch of fun stuff, and there's more stuff that can be unlocked. This is the chocolate design table. Yep, you can design your own chocolate. You've got a bunch of elements that you can add and then make different designs with the chocolate. That's fun. These 2 machines I haven't unlocked yet. I haven't unlocked this one either. If we go upstairs, you can open this up, and we've got an office. And there's a couple things here. It's got a great view. And then I've unlocked this. You can change the interior design of the place. Walls, floors. Your basic, like, change the way my store looks interface, which is quite nice, actually. In the intro, I talked about gaming pace, and I still think it feels just a little too slow. I've played just about 5 hours, and I'm not even to like the beginning automation. I'm still doing everything by hand. Do you enjoy baking? Do you like chocolate? Do you like both those things in a simulation game? This could be the game for you. There's nothing wrong with the game. It didn't crash. There's no bugs. It's beautiful to look at. Other than the controls being a little too clicky or hand movement intensive, it might be worth a look. It might be worth a look for you. Maybe your future is in chocolate. The game is called Chocolate Factory Sim. It's available now. Go check it out. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.